Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome to No Bullshipping with Hope White. Woohoo! We made it to Friday. This week has been just short of, I think I'm a captain of a fire brigade this week. But thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you've had a tremendous week. I'm so excited for this show today. I have a very, very special guest. Started off maybe as a business partner or mentee at one point. I think we've become
Definitely.
friends at this point. So I'm really excited for our guest today. We have Miss Anitra McCall with Supreme Transportation Group. Hey, Nitra.
Hey, Hope, how's it going?
Yeah, just like I just said, I feel like that ship that's out there floating with the
Oh
Porsches.
yeah, I definitely understand.
This
Definitely understand.
Yeah, this week has been interesting to say the least.
Hmm.
But we don't want to talk about me all morning. Let's talk about you because I really think you have a lot to offer and share, given what has been going on in the shipping industry. So,
Hmm.
before we introduce you, I want to just tell everyone who you are. Anitra is the owner and CEO of Supreme Transportation Group out of Atlanta, Georgia. They're an asset based, minority woman owned trucking company. And through the pandemic, Supreme Transportation Group has also pivoted and offer additional services to support supply chain. She's gone into the dredge and warehousing business there. And so, Anitra, don't let me talk all the
Yeah,
time. You go
sure.
ahead and jump in and tell us who you are and
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah, so I'm the owner of Supreme Transportation Group. We are a third-party logistics service provider, as Hope mentioned, based in Atlanta, Georgia, and we provide a wide array of services. We have air freight forwarding.
Mhm.
We also include ground transportation. We transport freight across the United States via tractor trailers. We're also recently, over the last year, started pulling containers out of the Port of Savannah. So we're doing
Yeah.
drayage. And we have a warehouse in Forest Park, Georgia. So we're doing warehousing and distribution. A lot of our work in the warehouse includes cross docking, transloading, short term and long term storage. And we're also getting a lot into e commerce fulfillment. So we
Wow.
are a one stop shop for a lot of our customers.
Wow, Nitra, you doing it. You doing it, Nitra.
All coming together.
All coming together.
Yeah.
So Nitra, how long ago did we actually meet? How long was it?
So we met, let's see, probably 2020. Yeah, 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, late 2019. So I remember joining your Instagram lives and used to do them in your truck. And
Yeah.
you'd be on your way home to the store.
Yeah, we done came a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
we done came a little long ways from the truck now.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Abs-
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's exciting to see that you all are scaling as quickly as you are
Mhm.
in the industry and definitely expanding in those services. So that's awesome. Can you share with us how many vehicles that Supreme Transportation manages?
Yeah, currently we have a total of 7 trucks. We have
Mhm.
6 tractor trailers and we have 1 box truck. The box truck tends to do move a lot of our airport freight. So we
Mhm.
have our drivers are TWIC certified and TSA certified. So we
Okay.
pick up a lot of auto parts and deliver them over to different airlines and airport, and they're shipped overseas.
Oh man, that's awesome. Awesome. You actually sent me maybe, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago,
Yeah.
this cool Crocodile Dundee
Oh yeah.
vehicle. How'd you get that? Can you
Oh
explain
yeah.
exactly what it is? Because I'm thinking of Crocodile Dundee and it could be something totally different. So
Sure. So definitely. So one of the things we've got into with the warehouse is transloading. And one of the key things to the business is being that one-stop shop for the client. So because we have a warehouse in Atlanta, we were able to transload a car and ended up being a Land Rover Santana. I cannot remember what year it was, but the owner had the car shipped from Spain.
uh-huh.
It was fully restored. It looked amazing.
Oh wow.
Driver picked it up from the Port of Savannah, brought it to the warehouse. We unloaded the truck into to the warehouse, and the customer actually came to the warehouse to pick it up, and he drove it right out the dock.
He
So that was
drove
pretty cool.
it?
Yeah, he drove it right out the warehouse.
Oh
So
wow.
it was
It
pretty
was the
cool.
coolest thing. I wish I would have asked for a picture. I didn't think of
Yeah.
it, but it was really beautiful. It was just something straight out of a
Mhm.
safari.
Yeah. I'll post it later to my Instagram story so everyone can see it.
Okay, cool, cool. Let me tell some of our viewers here hello, good morning. We have Armit joining us this morning. Good morning, Armit. Welcome. And then we have Donakin. Good afternoon to you, Donakin. Where are you at, Donakin? Good afternoon. And then we have Ahmad. Good morning from Calgary. All right. Ooh. And then Rob, of course. Hey, Rob, how you doing? And then Marco. Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all so much for joining in today with No Bullshipping with Hope White. So let me ask Anitra some more questions because I'm getting to a really interesting question with Anitra, and I'm really excited to get there because she's a car girl,
Yeah.
and I want to know how she feels about a certain topic. But my next question is, what changes have you seen within the industry, more specifically trucking, in the last 12 months that Supreme Transportation Group has had to mold to or anything like that?
Yeah. So I think the most shocking thing for us has been the diesel prices. You
Yeah.
know, we started in 2019. I think we were paying like 250 a gallon,
Yeah.
and now it's close to $4.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's been the thing that's changed a lot, and it's
Yeah.
probably the hardest on the business because it really can affect your profit margins. So
Absolutely.
we've definitely had to make some changes with the drivers, making them more aware of what stations to fill up at, making sure
Yeah.
they're getting the best price possible,
Yeah.
partnering with some fuel card companies to get those additional discounts, and then just making sure our trucks are staying maintained so we're getting the best mileage possible in those trucks at this time because the prices are so high.
Absolutely. I mean, I've definitely had to go back to the customers, few of my customers,
Mhm.
and just say, hey, I need a little bit more coin in my
Mhm.
pocket because
Mhm.
I can't keep operating at the same cost that we previously quoted you at, just to be able to adjust with some of the fuel costs
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And I think too, outside of the fuel costs, another change I've seen is just the rates, of course,
Yeah.
and moving freight across the United States. So
Yeah.
we started in 2019. Rates were decent. What we thought coming into the industry, it looked amazing. And
Yeah.
the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
We had a few trucks on the road. Luckily, and thank God our trucks were able to continue to move. Um,
Yeah.
our drivers were definitely, we were making sure that our drivers were getting paid.
Yeah.
We probably were not making as much during that time.
Yeah.
Just to make sure our drivers were getting paid. We kept the trucks moving during the pandemic. We
Yeah.
took advantage of the truck prices in the
Yeah.
pandemic, and we
Yeah.
actually purchased two trucks.
Yeah.
I think those two trucks were probably about $35,000.
Mhm.
Today, those trucks are probably about $80,000, $90,000. So
Wow.
I'm definitely glad we got to take advantage
We
of,
got a little bit of an
yeah,
asset over there.
yeah, take advantage of those prices at the time because now, whew, you got to
Yeah,
sell your child to get a truck in this
absolutely.
industry.
Absolutely. So some of my viewers that are watching here, you all are from all over the world. If you would share some of your fuel costs and some of the challenges that you're seeing with fuel in your area. Like I really want to see somebody can drop
Yeah.
some. I know Rob, you're in California, so I'm really excited to see what your costs are going to be because I ain't gonna be able to do it. Coming to California on a personal vehicle. Nitra, what if any challenges does Supreme Transportation Group face with any drivers? Everybody always talks about this, and this probably is going to be a question I ask on every show.
Mhm.
How do you not get into the muck with driver shortages?
Sure. So honestly, starting out in the business, we had turnovers with our driver. Drivers will normally last about 3 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Since we've kind of pivoted and moved into more of the drayage,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, our drivers are extremely happy because they are no longer over the road. They're
Yeah.
making a good weekly paycheck.
Yeah.
And they're home on the weekend. So
Yeah.
the same amount of money they can make over the road in a 2 week term, they can make it in 1 week and be home with their family.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on where they live. If they live in
Yeah.
Atlanta or in Atlanta, it depends on where they're taking their containers to. They
Yeah.
may be able to stop and spend the night at home 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So right now, the drivers are loving it, and they're just like, "Hey, I'm happy. I'm not going anywhere."
Yeah, absolutely.
Working, pivoting and doing the container work has definitely been beneficial to keeping drivers on board with us.
Yeah.
And then we also offer, just incentives. So we do
Yeah.
holiday bonuses. We do bonuses if they come under the fuel percentages every month. If they pass a DLT inspection, we
Oh yeah.
automatically give them a bonus for that. So just kind of just continue to do incentives that
Yeah.
motivate the drivers and just keep them happy. And
Yeah.
simple things like giving them t-shirts and sweaters and hoodies.
Absolutely.
They love that. So
Absolutely. Incentives are always good.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. You I guess you seen on IG I gave my guys those book bags,
Yeah,
and cups. Oh girl, it was like Christmas in here. They was like, oh my God, you gave it. I was like,
yeah.
that's not bad. But they,
Oh
and I
yeah.
didn't downplay it, but they really
Mhm.
thought the world, and I really, wanted them to feel like I think of them in other ways than just
Yes.
get in my truck and go.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
So in the comments we got Miss Stephanie. Stephanie from Vegas. Good morning from Vegas. Girl, I need to come your way. Rob said $5.29 per
Ooh.
gallon for gas. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
I'm not gonna be able to do it. We also have Dorian from Pittsburgh. Hi Dorian, are you cold? Or are you getting the good weather up there? Or are you still in the ice? And then we have Iken Funa. Apologize if I pronounced that wrong incorrectly, but good morning. Thank you for joining us. So Nitra, with you having, such great drivers, I know
Mhm.
you guys are out here killing it. And you pivoted to offer additional services. How are you handling the capacity? Now I knew I threw that question in there, but how are you
Yeah.
handling the volume and everything?
Man, that has been challenge. It's both a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
So the volume is definitely picking up. I honestly thought with the Chinese New Year that things would probably slow down, but
Mm-mm.
it hasn't. The phone is continuing to ring off the hook. Emails are
Yeah.
constantly coming through.
Yeah.
Customers are still, reaching out, asking us to move their containers from the Savannah
Yeah.
port. And luckily, we've just been able to have the scheduling guys come upon us, and we've been able
Yeah.
to schedule appropriately,
Yeah.
continue to get those containers moved out the port of Savannah,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
to partnering with you with the HG Drayage yard storage
Yeah.
that we've been able to utilize. That's been a great help because we've been able to store containers in the yard,
Yeah.
deliver them at a later date for the customers.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
the capacity is definitely keeping everyone happy.
Yeah.
We're making it work.
Yeah, we were slow. I mean, we've been consistent,
Mhm.
but we've seen a definitely a request for capacity go through the roof here in the last 3 weeks,
Yeah.
more than we typically receive.
Mhm.
And I was also surprised given the Chinese New Year because things typically do taper off
Mhm.
towards the this time of the year, but that is not the case.
Not at all.
We've also some of the other challenges, and I don't know if you've experienced this as well, is some of the diversions that's going on. So we typically are coming out of Savannah, but we've now been asked to come out of Charleston and Jacksonville
Yeah.
consistently. So that's kind
Mhm.
of a change for us as well.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
It's got to the point where we've started turning down work because we just don't have the capacity to take on all the phone calls and requests that we're getting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I don't even answer. I don't even look at some of that. I almost cuss. I kept it together. I'm gonna give everybody about 4 more episodes before I drop a S bomb. Okay, but some of this I have to
Yeah.
filter through, and we just if we can't do it, we just can't do it.
Hmm.
All right. So we have Elizabeth joining us. Hi, Elizabeth. She says she's currently in Dallas, Texas, and it's 24 degrees.
Ooh,
I
can't
ain't
do
gonna be
it.
able to do it. Yeah. I
Mm-mm.
spoke I spoke with some supply chain people on yesterday that were stuck in Dallas due to ice. A whole lot of flights got canceled out of Dallas, so that's just weird, isn't it
It was
weird?
really weird. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
But it
Ice
was
and
80 degrees here yesterday, so we're loving it.
girl, I was outside in the grass with flip flops on the yard doing a yard audit.
Hey, that
So
was the best day to do an audit.
yeah, yeah. So Anitra, tell us about your warehousing that you do
Sure.
in Atlanta. What services you all offer? How did that come about? How much space you have? Like,
Yeah.
girl, tell me because everybody needs you. You're a
Oh
hot
yeah.
commodity.
Oh yeah, yeah. So with the warehousing, so it's funny because as I mentioned, I met Hope through her Instagram lives a year or so ago, and she spoke about warehousing, and it kind of lit up this light bulb in my head, and I just got really interested in it. Took a supply chain class, got more information, and just really took it from there. Took some additional warehousing courses,
Mhm.
and then March of last year moved into a warehouse space here in Forest Park, Georgia.
Yeah.
The warehouse is 10,000 square feet.
Okay.
We offer cross docking, transloading, short-term and long-term storage, and
Okay.
also pick and pack, or what I could also call e-commerce fulfillment.
Mhm.
And we have recently been approved to be a foreign trade zone. So that's some new.
Wow.
Yes,
Talk
new
about
services.
that. Talk
Yeah,
about that.
we've been working behind the scenes to get that up and running, so we've gotten approval for that. So one of the benefits of being a foreign trade zone is importers can move their freight into our warehouse, and they won't have to pay duties on that freight until it actually moves out to their customer.
Right.
So that's been a great selling point. Definitely pulling containers out the port and just working with international clients,
Yeah.
because that's just an opportunity for them to have some cost savings,
Mhm.
and utilize us to um, deliver the container from the port, bring it to the
Mhm.
warehouse, store it, and then get it out to the customers. So,
Awesome.
yeah, so yeah,
Awesome.
that's a new service offering. We're pretty excited about that. And we've recently signed 3 contracts to do e-commerce fulfillment. So I
Oh.
think because of the pandemic, people are, of course, doing a lot more e-commerce fulfillment work.
Mhm.
So we signed 3 new contracts for that, new customers on board. So we offer that service. So yeah,
So we
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 are
moving
one stop
we
shop.
moving we moving out of the 10,000 square feet. We coming on to
Oh
20 or
yeah,
30. What we
yeah. We
doing?
we have started looking for additional space, because of the amount of requests we're getting from clients. Honestly, I turned down work yesterday because they needed too much space and we just didn't have it
No.
available. So it's been nerve wracking being in the warehousing industry, first coming into it, but now to get to a point where I'm turning down work because we don't have the space is definitely a blessing. But so yeah, we're going to be looking at growth opportunities. We've already started looking around for additional space to move into.
Wow.
And I can tell you one of the things that definitely has changed from the we when we moved in last year in March to now, the rates for renting a warehouse have
Yeah.
definitely increased significantly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
Nitra, I'm over here like a newborn mother. Like I just had a newborn baby. My heart was just beating when you was talking. It was y'all can't feel my heart through the screen, but I'm so happy and so excited for
Yeah.
you because we discussed this when you
Yes.
procured your space. I actually
Mhm.
talked to you about the size of it and saying,
Mhm. Yep.
"Oh, girl, you gonna fill that up real quick," you know.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So it's
So
definitely has gotten
let's
to the point.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I really
Mhm.
am, and I know you guys are going to continue to grow. Because the request is there, the business is there. It's
Mhm.
just a matter of just putting it into place. So over
Yeah.
here in these comments, they're going back and forth about this temperature. Stephanie said it's 32 degrees, and also Elizabeth said she dropped her very first F bomb on her first live.
Oh
Now I'm not
wow.
gonna say the F word, but y'all might get a shit or a damn out of me every now and then. Well, there you have it. There it is.
Mhm.
Rob says it's 36 degrees in San Diego. I'm sorry, baby. We over here in the South. It's 80. It's hot. We wearing flip flops over here in shorts.
Thank goodness.
All right. So tell me about some of your marketing techniques that Supreme Transportation Group uses, because you're not traditional with your marketing, and that's
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, we haven't. We've done traditional routes like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, but one of the things that we've done differently, especially in an industry that's probably has as much exposure for the African American community, is NASCAR.
Mhm.
So my husband is a huge NASCAR fan. He's all
Yeah.
this, and last year the opportunity came up for us to sponsor a NASCAR team. So we sponsored
Yeah.
a couple of races, and it was just amazing to be able to see a car going around the track with that Supreme Transportation Group logo on it.
Mhm.
And that has turned into several opportunities, contract opportunities for us to move freight for some customers.
Yeah.
And then also, we found out that we were on the NASCAR Heat video game that's on the Xbox platform. So yeah, so if you go, you can select a car and you can select the Supreme Transportation Group logo there on the car and see it run around the track on a video game. So that's pretty cool too. So we have a couple of
Wow.
copies of that video game in our house.
Wow. So those
Yeah.
dollars just really flip right there when you
Oh
invested in
yeah.
your marketing.
Yeah, definitely. So we just invested in the sponsorship, and it just brought to us some opportunities. A lot of people probably know NASCAR is definitely a huge logistics industry. You have a lot of some of the owners of the team, some of the NASCAR drivers are
Right.
getting into the logistics field. So there's a lot of opportunities there.
Right, right. So Elizabeth says, "Oh my God, Anitra, that is so awesome,
Oh, thank
girl. You better
you.
tell me it ain't." So if anybody doesn't follow you, and they want to go see the car, is there anywhere on your website they can go see this marketing
Sure, sure. So
NASCAR car?
definitely. So the car is on our Instagram page at Supreme Transportation Group.
Hmm.
Also on our Facebook page at Supreme Transportation Group. And check out our website. You'll see some articles about the car and the driver, some things we did last year with NASCAR. The website is www.stgenterprises with the S on the end.com.
All right. Okay. So, Nitra,
Yes.
you are a car girl.
Yes.
All right. I know you don't want to tell your personal vehicle on here, so I ain't gonna do that. Okay. But there has been a story in the news here in the last couple
Mhm.
of days of a container ship floating a sea
Yeah.
with over 3,900 cars to include Porsche,
Hmm.
Audi, and Lambos. I
Oh,
want to know how
really?
you feel about that.
Oh, my heart just hurt when I saw that post. Like the ship just on fire with those beautiful cars in it. It's just crazy. And then as a consumer, it's like, man, I wonder are the prices going to increase even more now because they have to recoup the money on all those cars that burnt up. But yeah, being a car girl, that just hurts my heart. And I'm a car girl to the full. It's like if I could get a car every year, I would definitely do it. But
Absolutely.
I had to slow that down a little bit now that I'm a mother. So
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
when I found out they just got a ro-ro ship
Oh yeah,
sitting in the middle of the ocean with Porsches,
yes,
Audis,
yeah.
and Lambos. I'm trying to figure out how I could be Captain Phillips and take
Oh
my
my
ass out there and recover me one. Who want to go on a boat ride with Hope White?
Oh yeah, look, I'd probably be right there with you trying to get a couple. And the crazy thing about it is a lot of the auto dealerships now are short supply of new
Absolutely.
vehicles. So it's hard to get a new vehicle and you have to order it and have it shipped over a majority of the time. So to have a ship burning with the
Yeah.
car that you're probably expecting, oh my goodness, as a consumer, I would be livid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm following that story very closely.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna see how that's gonna turn out. If they need any recovery, Hope White might need to switch and add additional service ad because I'm saving Private Ryan taking
Oh
my
yeah.
ass out there. Let me get one of them, okay? All right, so you got some
Yeah.
support in the comments, girl. You got a Mrs. Town. She say that's my friend.
Hey,
Liz,
Carmen.
Elizabeth says that you are killing it. You are killing
Thank
it. You are
you.
killing it. Absolutely, you are. And I asked you to be a part of the first show, and you said, but part of the reason why I wanted you to because you are killing it, and I wanted to give
Thank
you
you.
your flowers, give an opportunity for those in the supply chain industry to find out, where Supreme Transportation Group is, and just how you're firing on all pistons. You have a solid business, warehousing, cross docking, transloading. You have assets.
Mhm.
You all are expanding. You got your marketing together. You on point.
Yeah.
So I just
Thank
want to
you.
give you your flowers.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. The motivation, the support, I definitely
Mhm.
appreciate it.
All right. So if I were a customer and I needed some warehousing space and I was coming to you to pay for this 20,000 square feet additional you finna acquire, how can I
Mhm.
find Nitra? How can we reach out to you for
Yeah,
business?
sure. Definitely send me an email over at info at stgenterprises.com or check out our website, stgenterprises.com. Send an inquiry request for a quote, and we would love to assist you with getting some warehouse space and getting those services up and running.
Absolutely. Now they're still asking in the comment section about the website for the car. I'm assume so. Give it to them. Is it the same
Sure.
website
It's
for
the
the
same
car?
website, stgenterprises.com, and you'll see an article there that talks about the NASCAR that we sponsored last year. And be on the lookout too. We're in talks with them to do some additional work this year. So
Okay.
be on the lookout for additional stuff coming from Supreme Transportation Group.
Oh man, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. All right, Nitra, well, thank you so much for joining us today on No Bullshipping with Hope White. And me and you'll be talking.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I enjoyed it.
All right, have a good day.
All right, thank you.
All right, everyone. Wasn't that cool? Wasn't she cool? I knew it. I knew it. I know she was cool. Hope White don't talk to them but cool ass people. You know what I mean? That was Anitra Swan with Supreme Transportation Group. She is killing it. She is just a woman of color, knocking down these barriers in the supply chain industry. She's trucking, she's warehousing, she's cross docking, and she's a car girl. So how cool is that? So definitely check them out for more. But that comes to the end of my show here with No Bullshipping with Hope White. We want to thank you so much and we appreciate you. You want to find more about me? You can find us at www.hdwhitelogistics.com. Thank y'all so much and y'all have a wonderful day. Talk soon.